or feeding the addiction? Living the dream or feeding the addiction? Kerry Jones.
Man, I hit that like I never hit a golf ball in my life. Fact is, I've been playing since I was 23 years old. That was when I bought a cheap set of golf clubs so that I could play with my dad after he retired. Well, it turned out that I never played much with him because he was retired and played during the week, and I was working and played on weekends. Nevertheless, he's the reason I took up golf. So everything that happened after that, I blame on him. You hear that, Dad? It's all your fault. Back in the days when I was playing, I would just go out to the golf course on Sunday morning, and I'd just pick up with any group that happened to have an opening. Well, sometimes I'd get to the golf course and I'd have to wait 2 or 3 hours before there was an opening. Other times I'd get there and I'd be rushed out to the golf course so fast that it made my head spin. The first sign that this golf thing might be becoming an addiction came in the solution I found to that problem. I discovered that if I got there before the sun came up, I could be first in line, but I wouldn't get rushed out of the golf course till it got light. Do you know what time the sun comes up in June around here? Well, sunrise is about 5:45. It gets light enough to play golf about a half an hour before that. When you factor in a half an hour to get to the golf course, a half an hour to get ready, I was getting up at 4:15 on Sunday mornings to go play golf. I was either addicted or nuts. The next sign that I might be addicted was the fact that I didn't mind at all playing a 7-hour round of golf. The guys I would play with were complaining like crazy about how long it was taking. But I just had this irrational love of being on the golf course, so I didn't mind the 7-hour rounds. Besides, being out there with those guys, listening to them bitch and moan and whine and cry about how long it was taking, was far better than being at home listening to my wife bitch and moan and whine and cry about something I did or didn't do. The third sign that I might be addicted was the fact that I decided that I had to have the same kind of golf clubs that Jack Nicklaus used. I wasn't that good, but hey, I might be good someday. Well, they say that all good things must end. And sure enough, my golfing life came to an end. Hold on a moment, though. Time for a second. Get up! Get up! Ah! Well, I got divorced, and then I lost my job, and then I got broke. So I had to quit playing golf. It didn't take me too long to get over it, though. It was only about 20 years before I could finally let go of my golf clubs, and I sold them in a garage sale. Less than 2 weeks later, a neighbor of mine said, "Hey, Kerry, do you play golf?" I said, "Well, I used to. Why?" He said, "Well, some Toastmasters buddies and I have an opening in our group on Friday. Do you want to play?" My second golfing life began when I said, "Sure, why not?" Well, I went out. Father's Day was just around the corner, so I went out and bought myself a set of golf clubs.
Yeah.
A cheap set of golf clubs. And I went out and played golf with these guys on Friday. And my passion for the game was reignited. So I started playing with them occasionally, but playing every other week when they had an opening wasn't enough. So I started going out to the golf course on my own once a week or so, and I discovered there had been an amazing invention since I last played golf. It's called the internet. I could go online the night before, scan all the golf courses in the area, find an opening, so I could plan when I got there. I didn't have to get up at 4:15 to play golf anymore. Well, I played for a while, every other week, but it's getting kind of expensive. But it still wasn't enough. Then I learned that I could join and get an annual membership at my golf club, and I could play as much as I wanted during the week. So I started playing 3 or 4 times a week. Still wasn't enough. So I decided I'd join the men's club and play in tournaments. Well, I placed in the money in the first tournament I played. I won the second two outright, and I began to think, hey, I might be pretty good. So I was on a driving range one day, and the Titleist golf ball company was out there, and they were doing customized golf ball fittings. Now, I bet you didn't know that golf balls needed to be fitted, but they do. They had this machine that analyzed your swing speed, the spin on the ball, the launch angle, and they plugged that into a computer and came up with a recommendation on which golf ball you should be using. Imagine my surprise when they decided that I should be using the most expensive golf ball they sell. The same one the pros use. Wow, I must be really good. These cheap golf clubs weren't any good. I had to get some pro quality golf clubs to play with. And if I was that good, playing against these old codgers out at the golf course wasn't going to be enough. So I joined the Golf Channel Amateur Tour. Yes, there is a television channel devoted 24/7 to golf, and they sponsor a golf tour at some of the finest courses around. So far, I've played golf in Vallejo. I played in a tournament in Independence, Missouri. And just this last weekend, I played down on the Monterey Peninsula at the site of the PGA National Championship. Yes, I am living the dream. But I'm not addicted. If I start showing up at Toastmasters, 7 a.m. Toastmasters meetings after playing golf, then I'll be addicted.